Ladies and gentlemen, since the last video, I have been grinding like crazy inside of Anime Apex. Like quite literally, just like the title says, I have not been using, my main account only. I have upgraded to 5 old accounts that have been doing some insane grinding. And let's just say, if I don't get a secret in this video, then I am going to be absolutely shocked, And trust me, you guys are going to be finding out why really soon. But yeah, just before we jump into that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you do want to see more videos. And without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into this. By the way, don't forget to use my supporter creator code. It really helps out the channel a bunch. Alright, so first things first, let's get started on how much grinding I've done. Well, as you guys can see on the top of your screen, my main account, as of this very moment, has 64.6k gems. Now, I'm sure to a lot of you guys, that is a pretty decent, if not insane amount, like quite literally. If I had to guess, I am probably within the top maybe 10 to 20 players when it comes to holding a gem amount. But do keep in mind though, this is not the final gem number because there is so much stuff that I still haven't claimed yet. Like for example, over here, if I just start opening up all of my accounts slowly, as you guys can see, we are using blue stacks and each one of them have not only, 10k or 20k gems on each of the accounts, but as well, we have justice gems, which, we can go ahead and use in order to get even more gems. And as well, I'm pretty sure on most of these accounts, I also have some leveling rewards to claim as well. Yeah, look at that. This account over here has 3 more levels, which if I just go ahead and quickly claim, that's going to be giving us another like 1,000 or 2,000 gems. And yeah, I think you guys kind of get the idea, We're just going to run through all of these accounts, all 5 of them that are in the server right now. We're going to use all of our justice gems, so then hopefully in this video, we can not only get 1 secret, but maybe like 17 of them. Hopefully, fingers crossed, things are going to be crazy. So, let's get started on that, right? By probably doing the Justice Gems opening. Because once again, do keep in mind that in the last video, when we spent all of our gems on the Justice Unveiled mystery box, it did give us like, for every 1 Justice Gem, we got like 2 normal gems. So yeah, if I had to assume how much we're going to be getting from a 7k Justice Gems, probably around 14,000 gems. I think that's a pretty safe bet. And as well, keep in mind, we have 4 accounts, meaning that, 4 accounts, or should I say 4 alt accounts, times how many gems they have, it's going to be stacking up. Let's go ahead and let's quickly speedrun open this. I guess, how many times is this going to be? Probably like 50,000 times. And let's see how many gems we're going to be able to get along with all of the other rare stuff. Like, for example, are we going to be getting the aura or equipment or maybe even the secret sword? I mean, that would be awesome. Let's find out what Lady Luck has cooked for me. Alright, so this is going to be, I guess, the last spin that we're going to be doing. As you guys can see, we are officially broke on Justice Gems. Now, from all of this, I'm pretty sure we did manage to go ahead and get ourselves on this leaderboard. So right now, it says 420 opens, but I'm pretty sure that number is a little bit higher. I guess we'll just have to wait for, this leaderboard to reset. Now, let's have a look over here at all of these different titles. Okay, this is the one that we managed to get. Open the Justice Unveiled Mysteries box 500 times. It gives us 7% summon luck, but unfortunately, I do have this one over here, which is much better. But hey, I guess that's going to be another title added to the collection. Now, let's see. We did manage to get a new aura, which in this case is going to be my new best aura by a long shot. Let's go. Although right now, I'm really hoping just to get, the 1000 gem pack that there's like a 0.3% chance to get here. Although I'm mostly hoping for this, I will still take, some exclusive event items. But yeah, then from there, I'm pretty sure we managed to get, I think, 1 Orb of Perfection. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe. But what I am sure about, though, is that we definitely managed to get a bunch of the Justice Potions. And what about the weapons? Did we get any secret weapons? No, it doesn't seem to be so. Alright, well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. We now have 73k gems, which is really nice. And once again, keep in mind, we are only 1 account through. Let's go through all of the rest of these accounts and let's make sure that whatever gems we manage to get from these guys, we will be able to transfer over all the way over to the main account, so then that way nothing is wasted. Ho ho ho, look at that. Apparently this account over here has another 6,000 justice gems, meaning that we do have a good chance of getting the secret weapon as well. It's only 1 in 3k. That's honestly not too bad. Come on, game, please go ahead and cook for me. Like, quite literally, some of this stuff shouldn't even be that rare. That's a bit unfortunate. Another 6,000 justice gems down and still no secret weapon. And I don't think we even managed to get the legendary weapon. Yeah, we haven't managed to even get the 0.1% chance yet. You do hate to see it. Well, anyways, this is going to be the final account that we are going to be using in the case of Justice Gems. So let's just use up all of these final spins. And now I'm pretty sure even from all of the 5 accounts, we didn't get anything to kind of like run home about. Oh yeah, by the way, if the game is like slightly lagging, you know, the FPS is really bad, please do keep in mind I am using 5 accounts and I don't exactly have any like god PC. I'm pretty sure my RAM and stuff is like at like 90% or like 100% usage. I'm really cutting it thin. Whatever, let's just go ahead and let's start trading everything now all the way to the main account. Now, I'm pretty sure apart from units and stuff, we can also trade specific items, like for example, the perfect orbs and as well, lucky stars, magic cores, justice potions, basically all the cool stuff that I do want to go ahead and take with me. So let's just go ahead and transfer all the magic cores and I guess all of these orbs of potentials, because you know, why not? Yeah, this seems to be pretty good. All of my gems along with all of my arcane stars for the most part and all of the important items. So let's just go ahead, let's trade this and let's just repeat this quickly, like probably like 10 times, I guess. I know I have a bunch of accounts, but I do have a strong feeling that probably I'm gonna end up forgetting some stuff. Like for example, look, 96 gems, I need to trade those and 42 more arcane stars. We don't want to leave anything behind. Alright, so this is going to be, I believe, the final trade between all of the alt accounts that I have. Now, have a look at this, right? 134k. Remember when I said like 20k gems took me like 2 weeks of non-stop grinding? I now have like 7 times that amount. That is insane. The crazy part is though is that if my PC was like a little stronger, I could have ran, you know, all 5 accounts non-stop and did like other videos on other games. Like, you know, I'm sure that you noticed that, you know, some of the later alt accounts like Infinity SS4 and 3, they barely had any gems and they barely had any justice gems. And that was because I simply couldn't run them all whilst doing other stuff on the PC, you know? I have a life too. But anyways, it's fine because it doesn't matter in the end. What does matter is that we now have this gem amount, but we aren't technically done just yet. In the past few updates, right, there have been a lot of small changes that would increase your luck. For example, if we head on over to the Pirate Island, right, all the way back here at like the very back of the map, there is actually, if I'm not mistaken, Jester cards, and how they work, it's kind of like small bonuses, but you get small debuffs as well. For example, as you guys can see, I have already unlocked a few of them. For example, here is this 20% banner lock in exchange for minus 10% gems. But I do actually have one thing on the side of my screen that will tell me all of the cards that we need to get. So apparently there is one extra unit equip, which could come in handy. And as well, actually, I think that's relatively it. So let's just go ahead and let's buy the one that is going to be giving us the unit equip, which is going to be this one. Yes, it is. So let's just claim both of these on. And let me just double check. Is there anything at all that could potentially increase our luck? No, on the side of my monitor, there is absolutely nothing. So this is the best stuff that we can get, which means that we can move on to, you know, even more things. For example, in the School of Curses. In exchange for 1000 gems, we can get 4 very powerful wishes. So let's just go ahead and buy this. Hopefully we get one that's going to be increasing our banner luck. Yes, it is. 39%. That is crazy. And even over here, we have a temple, which I believe we can go ahead and like pick one singular upgrade. Yeah, this one over here, 20% extra banner luck. Let's equip that. And then let's, I guess, go ahead and claim the final world, right? Because I believe I have enough money, and I'm not entirely sure if there's anything in this world that, you know, might come in handy. So let's run on in and have a look. Is there anything in this final world that's like worth noting down? Nope, from what I'm seeing and as well the update log, there is nothing in this world that could potentially increase our banner luck. So let's leave all of that there for the time being, and let's continue upgrading our luck even more. Now I'm sure you guys might be asking, okay SMG, you just did all of that. How on earth could you increase your luck even further? Well, short answer, traits. Quite literally, we literally have 2.5k arcane stars. Meaning that if I were to open the best crate in the game, which is this, we could easily, or should I say I hope we could easily, get something like, for example, leader, which is, I believe, the best luck trait in the game. And if we can't get that, then we could at bare minimum get a socialite 4, which is slightly worse, but then again, it stacks. So in the end, I don't really care. Let's go ahead and let's start spam opening all of these. So if I just go ahead and like, I don't know, maybe... Can I spam this button? I mean, I don't really want to risk it. Am I getting all of the traits? I believe I am. Okay, let's do it like this. I took off the fast open so then at least we could see the visual opening of all of them, you know? That way I know for certain that I'm actually getting something. Imagine the game bugged out, right? And all of my 2.5 arcane stars just literally poofed out of existence. I would have been very, very sad. Whatever, it's fine. Let's just go ahead and use up all of our arcane stars, and yeah, let's see if we get lucky and we can start setting up the OP, godly, maxed out lucky team. See you guys in a little bit. And okay, there we go. After a lot of arcane star opening, we now have what I believe is the best lucky team that I can get at this very moment. Like quite literally, all of them have socialite 4 at bare minimum. Gojo over here has leader, which is giving him an extra 10% summon luck. And as well, we have 13 equips. But hold on, once again, we are not done. For example, over here at the titles, we can go ahead and claim, or should I say equip, the title that I showcased before, you know, this summon luck one. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Are there any achievements I could potentially go ahead and get? No, not really. So I guess when it comes to achievements, that is relatively done. Now, what else can we do? We can go ahead and equip our proper equipment, so then that way we have maximum luck. So let's just go ahead and equip all of these lucky toots. We should have just enough to get, you know, a very decent amount. So let's just go ahead and put on this and this. Wait, oops, that was the wrong one. And then I guess from there, now that the equipment is also done, we can also go ahead and claim all of our daily spins. I should have around like 16 of them. So we do have a good chance of maybe getting, you know, 50 to 250 extra gems and maybe even an extra 10,000 gems if luck is on my side. Come on, game. I mean, I'll take the secret daggers as well. I mean, I won't complain if I get that. 50 gems, damage potion again, and final spin, we are going to be getting 50 more gems. But wait, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are not done, since we do have the skill tree that we can go ahead and reset and also allocate all of the stats into luck. So if we go ahead and reset the skill tree, right, and then pop on everything into do I really want loot drop luck? Wait, hold on, what do I need? I need mostly this stuff over here. So let's claim one of these, then we can max this out, then we can max this out as well. And then I guess we could get this as well if we really want to, but I'm not gonna focus too much on it. Let's just get this one for the time being, you know, lucky of the draw, gives us 20% extra banner luck. If I have the extra points, I will get this extra shiny one, you know, just in case I get a shiny secret. Now over here, there is something that I did not have in the last video, and that is going to be this. Banners and weapon crates cost 10% less. That is crazy. Imagine saving 10% less gems, right? That would be maybe like an extra 100 opens. I will definitely take that. And now with I guess these last few rolls, or should I say skill points, we'll just go ahead, get that one, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the best setup that we can get at this very moment when it comes to luck. I really do hope I did not mess anything up, because if I mess something up, I am going to be once again very, very sad. This is going to be lasting for another 2 hours, so we don't have to worry. So let's head on over to the Spirit Society. Let's double check everything. So I have the right team on, the right equipment on. I could also pop on potions. That's actually something we don't want to forget. So let's pop on 2 of these. 2 of these as well. Let's pop on the Justice Potion as well. You know, just let's pop on a bunch of everything, right? That way we don't miss out on anything. And then, actually, just to make sure I don't accidentally like lag out or something, let's head on over to the main area and let's start rolling. Please, game, please give me what I want. Cue the time lapse. Yes! Yes! There we go! 1 secret down. Who knows how many more to go? Let's keep rolling. I don't think we're even like 10k gems in yet. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we are actually a little bit over 10k, but still, we already got a secret? And another one! Yo! Whoa! Something tells me this might be some insane, and when I mean insane, I mean really insane, opening. Actually, wait, let's push it even further, right? We have quests claimed over here. Let's claim all of these, right? So then we get a few more gems. And not only that, let's pop on lucky traits onto my my secret unit, because they have an extra slot over the legendaries, which might, you know, come in handy. Actually, wait, no, if I do that, I'll lose my extra over-equip, so I can't really do that. Whatever, it's fine. I'm sure the 5% luck isn't going to be really making, you know, that much of a difference. But, yeah, let's get back to rolling. So here is going to be our 3rd secret acquired. Once again, another honored one. Let's go. Followed by our 4th secret, this time a solo player. Then from there, we have our 5th secret now acquired. Once again, it is going to be a solo player. Not gonna lie, I can't believe we're getting so many secrets. Like, I knew we were going to get a lot, but, this many? At this point, I'm kind of hoping that I'm able to get a full team of them, because imagine that. That would be such a cool thumbnail or title. And at least it can show you guys that you do not need to, like, pay to win, like, $200,000 onto this game or whatever. You can kind of get stuff basically free to play. Except you may or may not need, a few extra accounts, you know, to help you out. Ooh, okay, there we go. Another solo player now acquired. Let's just close the chat really quickly and then continue opening. Now here's another secret. Once again, it is a solo player. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have at least guaranteed 4 solo players and like 2 or 3 honored ones. And keep in mind, we still have like 26 or 30k more gems. And here's another secret. I can't even be shocked anymore at all of these secrets. Like, at first I was like, yo, let's go, because I know how difficult it is to get secrets. But like, after you get like the 4th or 5th one in the span of like 2 minutes, it like loses its magic, you know? Like, it's not as special anymore. But anyways, last few rolls, like quite literally, we have like 2,000 gems left, meaning that, yeah, we can't even do 10 more rolls anymore. But maybe, just maybe, we could get one more secret. Let's see, 3, ooh, yes! Was not expecting that, but again, we take those. I guess this is like the last 2 spins. Let's just do it, I guess, because, you know, why not? And then, should I maybe try pushing it even further? Are there any more quests that I could potentially claim? Okay, we have 2 more rolls to play with, you know, 2 more chances to get something good. So let's just run all the way over here. And yeah, game, please. I'm fine with the secrets that I have, but, you know, I'll easily take 2 more. So 1, 2, and I guess that is all we can really do. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We now have such an OP team. Like, this is ridiculous. If I were to equip best right now, right? Just have a look. We have more than enough of a full team of these secrets, but not only that, we also managed to get a few more corrupted princes and super Kakarots. Now, just to let you all know, these are like the normal secrets, and what I mean by that is that you could evolve them technically, Like for example, if I were to select this, as you guys can see, I could get an Ultra Instinct Kakarot, but in order to do that, I need to go ahead and get myself these special secret loot. But I believe at this very moment, they are not possible to get. Because I can't lie to you guys, I have been AFKing with like basically Super Kakarots and Corrupted Princes only, non-stop, in every single world, you know, testing out to see if any of them give it to me. And up till now, I have gotten 0 of them, even after a week straight of grinding. So yeah, if any of the devs are watching this, could you maybe make it possible where as long as you just equip it and you take out the enemy, regardless of who it is? I think that would be really helpful, because at this very moment, I don't think it's feasibly possible to like get the equipment, or should I say the materials, in order to evolve them. I've tried, and either I'm just ridiculously unlucky in that, or it's not really good enough, okay? Like, I can't really do anything like with that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, this video was very, very successful. Like, if I were to say something, like, technically, we could have done a bit better. You know, there is like 1 or 2 achievements that give us a little bit extra banner luck. But also, not only that, I could also just have a full team of like secret trait units. With, of course, the secret trait that gives us, you know, the 10% extra luck. Then from there, we also managed to get a bunch of the legendaries and as well the mythicals, giving us 20,000 damage, 30,000 damage. Quite literally, look at how much damage I'm going to be getting per click now. With just these pets on alone, I am getting 857k per click. And then if I were to go ahead and equip, you know, the proper equipment, that's going to be, you know, helping me out. In this case, it's not exactly maxed out because I haven't exactly worked on these, but it's fine. Let's just go ahead and put on that. And as well, let's pop on my extra unit equip. But yeah, now look at that. We're getting 1 million damage per click. And again, it's all improvable. I could obviously give them traits that increase their damage. I can give them some maybe OP weapons. You know, some of these over here quite literally give you 31,000 damage, 17,000 damage, and even the secret ones, you know, they give you 150% extra damage. And yeah, and then I could enchant them. Again, the list goes on and on. But honestly, for this video, I am very happy. I've done all that I wanted to do. I don't think there's really much else I could do. So yeah, I guess that means that if you guys really, and I mean really want like another opening video like this, it's probably going to be taking quite a while. But then again, maybe with all these secret units, it might be able to be much faster. And oh yeah, with this OP team, how much is my unit power right now? Is it like worth enough to get on the leaderboards? Well, from what I'm seeing over here, no, it doesn't say anything over here regarding that. And I don't believe this is the right number. There's no way I'm still so far behind, right? Am I really that far behind? Am I so bad still? Okay, that looks much better. 903k, which keep in mind, I could technically go ahead and get myself, you know, more ascensions. And again, I already went through the list of things I can do, you know, blacksmith upgrades, weapon enchants, the list goes on. But yeah, apart from that though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys did end up enjoying this video, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And also, if you want to support the channel, please feel free to go ahead and use my support a creator code when you go ahead and buy anything inside of the shop. It directly supports me and it will really help out the channel. And yeah, apart from that though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.